Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, feel free to check out my other content after the video. Today we shall be discussing GojoHime, also called the Ship of the LARPs. GojoHime is the ship between Satoru Gojo and Utahime Iori. It has actually been stated by Gege Akutami multiple times that Utahime hates Gojo. It was mentioned 3 times in the character guidebook and was also stated in a thing Gege made about Gojo's relationships with others. Though the translation of "she hates Gojo" most of the time is technically incorrect. It should be "she hates Gojo." I'm not sure how many more errors there are, as there are a few more in these pages. That aside, if these two were to actually get into a relationship, it would be extremely toxic, just like the fans. Utahime hates Gojo so much that she throws a hot cup of tea at him in one scene, and she is clearly very violent towards him. If Gojo didn't have his infinity on, he would probably be badly burned. This would make the relationship abusive. A lot of people who ship these two call Utahime a tsundere. Utahime is anything but a tsundere. When she's around people she actually likes, she's very bubbly around them, as we can see in the scene where Utahime hugs Shoko. Utahime is shown to be very bubbly around Shoko. Since Shoko is someone she actually likes, platonic or romantic is up to your interpretation, but since nothing is said about if they are romantically involved, on my part, this will be seen as platonic. Also, back to the toxic relationship part. In the character guide, it's said that Gojo wouldn't be faithful to one woman. This translation is worded wrong, but the point still stands. So if they were to be in a relationship, Gojo just wouldn't care about Utahime that much. Also, Utahime was born in 1987, Gojo was born in 1989. A lot of the fans ship Gojo and Utahime in the Hidden Inventory arc. Gojo is 16 in the Hidden Inventory arc, which meant Utahime was 18. If the two were to date in the Hidden Inventory arc, that would be illegal. Whether you think of this as romantic or platonic, the one person Gojo would want to spend his life with would be Geto. Geto was the most important person to Gojo. Unlike Geto, Utahime barely has any interactions with Gojo. If Utahime never existed in Gojo's life, there would barely be an impact. But if it was Geto who never existed in his life, it would have a huge impact. In an interview, it was said that Gojo had stopped feeling real happiness after Geto had left, so Gojo wouldn't find real happiness with Utahime if the two were to date. There are a ton of more reasons as to how this ship doesn't work, but now let's move on to the fanbase side of the ship. GojoHime shippers are known for saying absolutely disgusting things about Utahime, and also being completely wrong about things. A lot of these shippers don't read the manga or watch the anime, which is where they get the name Ship of the LARPers. About 50% of GojoHime shippers only ship it because of the fact that they are either homophobic or want to go against Satosugu shippers. GojoHime shippers often villainize the most important man to Gojo. They'll call him racist, a groomer, and anything that they could possibly call him just because they don't like how close he is to Gojo. GojoHime shippers like to romanticize Utahime being a single mother after Gojo dies. It seems they also like to romanticize Gojo overpowering Utahime by doing weird things to her, like these examples here. Also, GojoHime shippers don't seem to watch their show or read the manga. I will show you some examples and explain some of them. GojoHime does not keep the fandom alive. It is a popular ship, but there are many other ships that have much more of an impact on the fandom than GojoHime. Some of these I don't want to admit are popular, but we just have to roll with it because they do impact the fandom. The most impactful ships are Satosugu, Itafushi, Goyu, Gofushi, Shokohime, Sukufushi, Tsukuyuji. Satosugu will forever have more chemistry than GojoHime would ever have. Next picture, I don't think I need to explain this one. Utahime would actually never say this. Utahime would not let Gojo touch him like that, and Gojo would do everything he could to get Geto out that cage.